Where are we? We seem to be inside the belly of some beast. The belly of the beast, eh? That's a great name. Catchy. Yeah, well, I don't want to stay here much longer. I feel like something's coming. Something's coming! Oh, what could it be? Prepare for anything! Okay. Well, at least things can't get any worse. Fleeing through the tunnels beneath the temple, you begin to realize that the walls of this passageway have a strange texture and are dripping with goo. Something's not right here, but there's no time to stop. You can hear the armies of the fallen shogun bursting through the barricades behind. Pushing into the dark, you emerge into a living chamber with sizzling acid pooled in depressed areas of the floor. You seem to have found your way into a living creature that resides deep underground, below the fortress. Who knows how long this beast has slumbered beneath the world? Stepping further into the room, the floor rumbles, and the sound of the soldiers that were chasing you is replaced with a gurgle and roar of rushing liquid. In the distant shadows behind, you can make out a roiling tidal wave of caustic acid, bile, hurtling towards you. It's time to find a way out of here, any way out, and fast. So guys, we are in the belly of the beast. There is a fixed mission layout for this, which it's very hard for me to actually get a fixed kind of map layout on this table, but I have recently got a new table, so that does help. Apologies as well, because I now have to film in a conservatory, and yeah, it's a little shiny, unfortunately. But yeah, this is what we're looking at. We've got to go all the way around here, through here, and then to the sphincter, which, you know, no one really wants to go through, but at the same time, yeah, it's any way out is better than nothing, right? So, the heroes must race through the intestinal tract of the beast to reach the far end and escape before they're consumed by the oncoming wave of acidic bile. We've got a fixed map. The hero party marker is positioned on the depth track at the top of the middle stage and does not move. That means the heroes always need to roll an 8+ to hold back the darkness. There are fixed passage encounters placed on each of the cards. As soon as you move into that space, you have to end your movement immediately, and the passage encounter card is immediately revealed. Growing Dread happens straight away in this one, and we have this wave of acidic bile. Whenever the darkness marker moves onto a blood splatter or Growing Dread space on the depth track, instead of the normal effect, the wave of acidic bile that is flowing through the beast gets closer to the heroes. Place a sanity marker on the map tile closer to the starting area that does not already have a sanity marker on it. If the darkness moved onto a Growing Dread space of the depth track, place a marker on the next 2 map tiles instead of 1. Burning Acid. Anytime a hero starts their activation on a map tile that has a sanity marker on it, they're standing in the rising pool of caustic bile. Hero takes d6 wounds, ignoring defense, and the bile begins to melt them. You cannot flee in this adventure. We have to escape the beast. The heroes are racing to the end of the creature's intestines to find a way out before being consumed by the bile. Any hero in the space of the escape area on the massive sphincter map tile may give up their attack to start prying open the sphincter. Make a strength 6+ test to start prying open the sphincter, and for each 6+ rolled, gain 10 experience and place 1 wound marker on the sphincter. To escape, the heroes must collectively place a number of wound markers on that sphincter equal to or more than the hero party level, which is 3, plus 1 per hero, so 5. Each hero gains 25 experience points and may draw a gear card flush out of the beast as you escape. And every hero must lose all side bag tokens as well as d6 times $100 of gold dissolved by the acidic bile if we fail. We're not going to fail, guys. Let's kick off. Uesegi is going to be, our lantern bearer. We have our wild monkey still. And what's really fun about this, guys, is if the monkey makes it out, we can actually spend the 2 ally AP that we would have earned for him on turning him from a kind of wild monkey into just a curious monkey, so he could actually be beneficial and not throwing poop at us all the time. Okay, hold back the darkness. Uesegi gets a 10. We just need an 8. Right, then we're on to Shi No Ha, who gets a 2 to her movement, which is 3 because she's pretty quick. So we have actually moved on to a passage encounter. So we have Spongy Floor. The moist and spongy floor sinks beneath your feet with each step, oozing a pale liquid as the fleshy tissues compress. And all heroes must do an agility 5+ roll. So her agility is 4, which is great. Yep. If successful, we may heal D3 sanity. Well, we don't need to worry about that. And his agility is 2. And he's fine. Okay, right, so we're going to roll to see whether this monkey is going to activate or throw poop. He's going to activate. So, I'm just going to stay there because I'm not going to get moving on to the spaces where the passenger counters are. And then, of course, we get a 1 for our man Uesegi, but it gives him a grit. And I'm going to hold on to that grit. So he's just going to move 1 space, and we're going to do scavenge. Triple 1s, guys. That's interesting. Right, we're going to put those dice to one side as we try to get a decent roll for a hole by the darkness. And we got a 4. So we fail. And unfortunately, Uesegi has still got his it's coming for you, because I could have gone to town after our last one, but I felt thematically it didn't make sense. So he's still got his madness. D3 sanity. So he takes 3 sanity damage. I will say, however, I did give them back their starting tokens from last time. So they both have sake, bandages, and a tonic. And I did take away the money that they would have had to spend on that. So I kind of feel like maybe there was a monk on the way. They gave him some cash and he helped them out. Okay, so that's all we have to worry about for the moment. So Shi No Ha is rolling. She gets a 1, which gets her a grit, which is a movement of 2 for her. So she's going to move in there. And I believe we can scavenge passageways, so we're going to try and do that. She's still got her sanity issue where she's got chills, so we ignore the first 6 she rolls when she's scavenging, so nothing there. Does the monkey activate? He does. But he's going to just go and move around. Uesegi is going to roll dice. He gets a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to roll to see whether he can find something himself. He does find something. Let's hope this isn't a horrific discovery. Last time we just had bad things, and we also had, I think all bad things and nothing here. Chilling Dread! Oh my gosh. So we get 10 experience points for stumbling across this. He only needs 10 more experience points, and he levels up to level 3. We draw a Growing Dread card and add to the stack, but we don't get it to the stack. We just go straight for it. Now, we both have enough grit to cancel this if we so wish. So hopefully this isn't going to be something that's... well, hopefully we can just cancel this. As he tries to figure out where he's put all the Growing Dread cards. Here we go. I have found them. So here's our Growing Dread. Darkness move 1 step forward on the depth track. That would give everyone 2 horror hits and 2 sanity damage, and would be putting acid down there. So we're going to spend a grit each to cancel that out, which is fine. I've literally forgotten why I had to draw a Growing Dread card, because of the scavenge. That's why. Okay, so we're moving forward, hopefully. Let's hold back the darkness. We fail, so it moves on to the blood splatter, which means we have acid just roiling up behind us there. Okay, so Shi No Ha gets a 4 to her move, so that's a 5. She moves on to there, and we immediately end her turn. Mucous membrane. Each space in this passage map tile costs heroes an extra point of movement to enter. The slick mucous membrane lining the walls and floor here makes traversing this area tricky. Okay, so that's the end of her go. Monkey does our monkey activate? Yes. Moving up there. And then Uesegi gets a 3 to their movement. And Uesegi is going to scavenge because he didn't learn after last time. Going to try and scavenge this place here. And he got 2 5s. Now the good thing is, because we're actually on the same map tile as this guy, that means we get 2 lots of scavenge. Shuffle them up. Please don't be a bad one. Please don't be a bad one. Nothing here. Nothing here, so there's just nothing in there. And Uesegi can level up at this point. I am actually going to hold off his leveling up until we get to a point where he needs some health back. Right, let's hold back the darkness, please, Uesegi. It's a double 2, which means we have the depth event. We draw a Growing Dread card. We still have a grit each, so we could cancel this. At the start of the next fight round, add an extra threat card to the fight. We're going to get rid of that. We don't want to have additional guys to worry about, so that is also gonzo. Okay, right, so we're rolling to move. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for her. We have managed to scavenge this area. And then for the monkey activates. Yep, he's just going to stay there. And then Uesegi gets to go there. How about the darkness? It's a 5. I think we should have taken 2 damage last time for Uesegi, and then 1 sanity damage this time, so that's 3 sanity damage in total. Okay, Shi No Ha gets a 2 to a movement, so she can move onto that space there. Then we're going to have monkey. Monkey activates, so just kind of, well, we're going to move him there, so Uesegi can run forward. He's terrible. Right, and then we're going to flip this exploration token. We get an ambush attack, guys. So what do we find in the other world? Some bone eaters. These blind fiends roam the dark tunnels and chambers within the belly of the beast, feeding on the broken bones and remains too sturdy to be dissolved by the natural acids and juices inside the creature. D3 bone eaters. Of course, it's 3. Now, I've not seen these guys in action, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they play out. It's an ambush attack, so these guys are just going to appear all around us. Now, these guys are blind, so while at least 1 bone eater is on the board, all heroes gain noise markers for taking certain actions. Bone eaters prioritize targets by who has the most noise markers, will not target attacker model with 0 noise markers. You also gain +1 defense and +1 combat for each noise marker the attacking target hero has. When placed for an ambush attack, all non-stealth heroes, so that's going to be our soldier, gain D3 noise markers each. So 1 noise marker on Uesegi and 1 on our curious monkey. Curiosity killed the monkey. Okay, this is how noise works. So when in a fight with an enemy that uses noise markers, heroes gain 1 noise marker when they do any of the following. So moving through or more spaces, casting a spell, making a free attack, 1 extra if attacking with a gun, using a sidebar token, or making a skill tested scavenge roll. Every hero may remove D6 noise markers at the start of their activation. An extra D6 anytime and explosives go up. Okay, so these guys are in here now. Let's, how about the darkness? Okay, so a brief respite, which is great. They're both going to grab a grit for this. Well, no, she'll grab a grit, and then he's going to heal 2d6 wound sanity. 11. Oh my gosh. So he gets rid of all of his sanity damage. We're feeling good about this. Sorry, that should have been just 1 dice. I did get a 6 and a 5. It's enough to get rid of all but 1 of my sanity damage. Sorry. Okay, so they've got initiative of 2. Shi No Ha has 0 on her for noise, so they're not going to actually target her at the moment. But you know what? We're going to come out the gate, kind of hit. We're going to come out the gate, throwing punches. We're going to first of all see how far she's going to move. She got 6 for a movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets her there. That also gets her 1 noise token for moving over. Over 3. So we're going to roll dice now to see We're going to roll to see if we did damage to these guys. We need 4 to 6s. So one of them did, and we're going to say it's going to be that guy. It does 1 wound. I'm assuming it ignores defense. Yeah, so it does 1 damage. Now, I did forget, guys, because we're on 3, these guys get an actual, an elite ability. So they get regeneration 2. They heal 2 wounds at the start of their turn. So we did 1 damage on, we'll say this guy here. So that's 10 XP for doing that. While she was doing that, she was going to throw her shuriken. So we got a crit and a regular hit. No, range is a 4. So we've got a crit hit, and we're going to say it's against this guy here, because why wouldn't we? So that's another 4 damage on him. Then we're going to use the Osaka Brotherhood. Every enemy on your map tile me takes 1 hit, doing d6 damage. Unfortunately, this guy's not on there, but these guys will be. So 5. So ignoring it doesn't ignore defense. So it's 4 damage on both of them. We've got a noise for making a free attack. For the shurikens. Another noise for making a free attack with the Osaka Brotherhood ability. And now she's going to attack with her size. Okay, she got a crit. Now she could use her deadly accuracy, turn 1 regular hit into a crit when you roll a crit once per fight. So that is also a crit. So we're going to put 1 crit against them, 1 crit against them. For this guy, that's 3, which is enough to kill him. And then for this guy over here, that's 2. Which isn't enough to kill him, but it does a decent amount of damage to the guy. So 6 damage on that guy over there. Right, monkey activation. Does he activate? He does! Right, we're going to see if we can attack this guy over here. He needs a... yeah, 3 or more for melee. And guys, he actually did. He did it. He did 5 damage on this guy. The monkey just absolutely just pulverized this chap. So we should have had an extra noise token for her to make an attack. Noise token for making an attack there. Right, Uesegi's going to roll to move. Got a 5. He's going to stay where he is, and he's going to shoot over there. Because he hasn't moved, he does get his ability to, yeah, to basically roll an additional shot for this. 2 and a 1. We don't have any grit with him, I don't believe, to actually re-roll that. So that really sucks. So he gets 2 noise tokens because he just used the gun. He's then going to use his flintlock pistol as a free attack once per fight to get a 1. So he is just making noise and doing nothing else. Yeah, I guess that's everything we can do. Okay, so these guys activate. They're going to go to the noisiest person, which at the moment is going to be Uesegi's closest. So 1, 2. He got a 6. And we need a 4 or more, so that does 4 damage to us, but we do have armor, so we need 6s to block those damage coming through. We don't block any of those, so 4 damage through to Uesegi. Wait, more than that. So actually, because we've got noise tokens here, he's actually rolling an additional 4 dice. His comp. So let's see if we can block that one, which we do. So it is just the 4 damage coming through, but that could have been brutal. So Oh, and I've already done that armor roll. So sorry. Yeah, hold back the darkness, which we failed to do. So Uesegi's going to take some sanity damage for that. Just the one sanity damage, which is fine. Our bile is coming up behind us now. We're going to roll to move for Shi No Ha, which is a 5. We're going to remove some of these tokens. So she gets to remove all of her tokens. She's got a 5 for movement, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does she do a damage to that guy? Yep, she does 1 damage to him, ignoring defense. She gets a noise marker for moving so many spaces, and then she's going to attack with the size. And all 3 of those are hits. So we got a 3, 7, 8. 8 damage in total. Okay, does the monkey activate? He does not, he just throws poop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, can we dodge it with willpower? We can. Uesegi activates. He gets a 3 for his movement. And he's going to stay where he is, and he's going to try and shoot. Well, first of all, he's going to remove the noise tokens. So he gets rid of all of those. And then we're going to shoot. Hopefully do a better job than we did last time. Yep, so they're actually immune to crits, but that's 2 hits. And both do D8 damage. So the first one does 1 damage, which is enough to kill him. The next one does 2 damage. Okay, so that's the Bone Eaters done. 250 gold for Shi No Ha. And 20 XP. And 1 dark stone and 20 XP for everyone's favourite soldier. Right, catch the breath. So Shi No Ha gets to recover 1 thing, and he gets to get rid of. We're going to get rid of 1 wound and 1 sanity damage. Oh no, he's already activated, so just 1 of those. He'll get rid of 1 of his wounds. Right, we're holding back the darkness now. 9, so we did it. Shi No Ha, roll to move, got a 4. So we're going to remove those noise tokens first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's then going to try to scavenge. And we ignore the first 6 she gets because she's got the chills. Okay, little monkey guy. He activates. He removes noise. Then he makes a load of noise himself. Right then, Uesegi gets a 2 for his movement. So he's going to move there, and we're going to, well, he'll definitely get rid of 1 noise token. So the bile is right behind him. Okay, so hold back the darkness. 5, that won't work. Uesegi is going to take some sanity damage from that. 2 sanity damage as he can sense the darkness coming after him. Okay, so Shi No Ha gets 1, which, you know, that's great. We're going to take that as a grit. She gets to move 2 spaces, which means we're going to be checking out what that exploration token is. Let's check our man Monkey. Monkey's fine. He's going to go. And then Uesegi is going to get a 3. So 1, 2, 3. He's then going to try to scavenge. Nothing, no luck there. But what do we get in the exploration? We get an encounter. So we have a Belly the Beast encounter. We have hallucinatory spores. Stepping down on the fleshy folds of the floor here, the air around you fills with a burst of amber-coloured spores. You cough and choke, gasping for air. After a few moments, your breathing begins to clear and you feel normal again, almost euphoric in fact. But why are the walls running with colour? And why do the other heroes have so many hands? Or is it too few? Something's not right. We've all got to do a Spirit 6+ check. So, Spirit for Shi No Ha is 1. So she fails. And then we're going to go for our man Uesegi. He also fails. It failed until the darkness crosses into a new stage of the depth track. You must swap your range to hit and melee to hit, as well as your defense and willpower values. That is hilarious. I like that. Okay, we're on to roll about the darkness. We get 8, so that's grand. Okay, so Shi No Ha is moving up. Our monkey is just throwing poop at Shi No Ha. Will she be able to dodge? Yes, she dodges. And then Uesegi got a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to try to scavenge. And he gets 2. Hopefully nothing bad. But Uesegi has the worst luck with scavenging. The scavenge deck, as far as I'm aware, has got a 3rd good, 3rd bad, a 3rd neutral. Useful discovery. Pulling it from the gnarled hand of a dead body, you find something of value in this forsaken place. Draw a gear card. And something shiny! We get 1 dark stone. 1 dark stone and a gear. We found a Tengu feather. Attached to any item, +1 agility. Once per fight, you may reroll one of your to-hit rolls just rolled. So we're going to put that on his soldier's armor. Well, that's pretty good. 20 XP for scavenging this area. At this point, do you know what? We may as well level up with him. So we're going to level up our soldier. So he gets rid of all of his sanity damage and wounds. Roll 2d6. So we got 6 there, so he gets +1 cunning or +1 law. His cunning is 3, so we're going to make his law 3 as well. Okay. And he gets d6 health or sanity. So come on, get a good roll here. 2. Okay, we're going to go to sanity. So he's got 16 sanity now. And he's level 3. He can now, if he kills someone with something, he can get an additional shot. Okay, so hold him out the darkness, hopefully. Yep, that'll do it. Roll to move for Shi No Ha, which is 5. Curious Monkey. He's just zooming as well. Oh my gosh, 6 for Uesegi. And we'll get him to scavenge. That'll do it. Emerging darkness. Draw a darkness card. We have a spirit swarm. A tide of angry spirits flood past you, bringing a cold shiver that chills you to the core. Every hero must make a spirit 6+ test. If successful, gain 20 XP. If failed, take d6 silence damage, ignoring willpower. So Uesegi's got a spirit of 2, so he's going to take d6 sanity damage, which is 2, which is fine. And then she's got a spirit of 1, so she needs a 6. She takes 3 sanity damage from that. We get an attack, guys. The belly of the beast is home to a large variety of creatures and parasites, but none so numerous as the flesh mites. Scurrying along the fleshy walls and passages, these insectoid scavengers have a thick armored shell and long protruding tongues, used to feel their way through the darkness to find their next feast. D3 plus, a peril +1, so it's 4 flesh mites. It's nice to get some of these guys out on the table because, yeah, I don't normally... haven't really been into into here that much, to be fair, guys. Enjoyed the bone eaters, that was fun. Okay, let's take a look at these guys. So Flesh Mice initiative 4, they're immune to critical hits. This enemy to hit rolls are 6 plus 2 damage. Heroes adjacent to one or more Flesh Mice are -1 defense. D6 combat, 3 damage each, 4 defense, 3 health. They move in 6 as well, and they get an elite ability as well, which is 6, which is Bile Squares. Anytime the Hold Back the Darkness roll has failed, every hero adjacent to one or more Flesh Mice immediately take 1 hit that causes a bleeding marker instead of normal damage. To be fair, at the moment we are holding, staying clear from the Bile. Hold Back the Darkness, please, Uesegi. Okay, I spoke too soon. Okay, so the Bile is moving up 2 spaces. So that basically means, guys, the passageway, let's take a look. So the Bile is just there. We move forward 2 because we're on the, we've got a growing dread space. Right, and those Flesh Mites will be going before Uesegi, but not before Shi No Ha. Okay, so roll for movement for Shi No Ha. 1, that gets her a grit, we're happy with that. So that gets her to go 2 spaces. It's not quite enough to get close enough to one of them, so we're going to use a grit to add dice to that. So we got movement is 6 in total. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Okay, do we do a damage to either of them, ignoring defense? Yep, so one takes a damage. We've got 3 health, so I'm going to do it against that guy there. Okay, and then we're going to... She would have used her shurikens as she was doing that, so we get our ranged and melee have gone back to normal now. The hallucinatory spores have gone. So with that in mind, we get 1 hit with a range. I'm going to say that was against this guy as well. And unfortunately, yeah, their defense is 4, so that doesn't do anything. So it just kind of ricochets off. She's now going to use her size. So she got 2 hits with the size. We're going to put them against the same creature. So that is 1 damage on that one there. Okay, Monkey activates next, or does he? Yes, he does. And he's jumping into combat. He hits. Does no damage. Okay, so these guys activate now. They've got a speed of 6, so this guy can get to over there. We're going to check where he's going, either that way or that way. Odds that way, evens that way. Yep, so they're both there. Monkey and that guy are being attacking each other. Right, so let's check. Okay, so let's check how many dice they're going to roll. What their combat is, sorry. Their combat is 5. Their combat is 4, so it's 9 dice. Okay, and it needs 5s to hit. So, Hal's got a couple of hits in there. So 5 hits in total. With our size, we can get rid of one of those. So it's only 4 hits coming through. Still 4 hits doing 3 damage each is a decent amount. Okay, and our defense for her is 4. Actually, our defense is currently 5 for her because heroes adjacent to one or more flesh mites are -1 defense. So she actually needs a 5 to be able to block these. So she blocks one of those, which means we're going to have 9 damage coming through to her. She's got 18 health, so she's not too concerned about that. Plus, she has armor to block this. For every 4 she gets, she blocks one of these damages. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. She's going to take 5 damage. Joe, let's use a grit to re-roll the ones that failed. Okay, so she only takes 1 damage from that hit. She does take a corruption because she's using Takabaki armor. So she's got to see if she can survive that with her willpower. She doesn't, so she takes a corruption. But you know, that was pretty nice. Okay, right, we're going to see how many dice are being rolled against the our monkey. 5. One hit goes through. Monkey's defense is currently 4. He's fine. And then finally we have this guy up here with Uesegi, and he's rolling 3 dice. It's 2 hits. And Uesegi blocks one of those. And then for the 3 damage coming through, he's got armor and needs 6s. So he takes 2 damage. Okay, now it's his turn. So he's going to roll to move. 4. Okay, he's going to shoot the one next to him. So yeah, they'll both hit. And we use d8s for the damage for this one. So 6 for one of them, which will do 2 damage. And 3 for the other, which won't do anything. But yeah, so I was going to give him some grit to use. We're going to drink a tonic to get a grit, to use that grit to add d6 damage to one of my gun rolls, which is enough to kill this guy. As I was able to kill that guy, I get an additional shot with that rifle. So we're going to aim for this guy over here. That's a hit. And unfortunately, it just ricochets. Okay. How about the dark? We failed. So Uesegi's going to take a bit of sanity damage for that. 3 sanity damage, in fact. Every hero adjacent to one or more flesh mites immediately takes 1 hit that causes a bleeding mark instead of normal damage. So let's see if we can defend that. Yeah. I don't think the monkey deals with that. We're going to say he doesn't just because we want to keep the monkey alive. I honestly can't remember, but we're going to say they don't. Let's go for Shi No Ha's activation. She gets a 5 for her movement. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to say we do 1 damage to this guy, which will kill him. And she's there now. Okay, now she's going to use her size to try and kill off one of these guys. Okay, she's got 2 crits, but they don't count as crits. I'm going to put them both against the same character. And we do 1 damage. So I've got nothing I can do to increase that. I did get a 1 though on that roll, so I could turn that into a crit. It doesn't actually do anything, but it does actually mean I get another hit on it. but it doesn't do anything. Okay. So I've done that once per fight ability. Right, is onto our Curious Monkey. Does he activate? He throws poop. Can she avoid? She can avoid. Okay, onto the critters. So first Fleshmite is going to be rolling 4 against the monkey. So that's 2 hits against the monkey. The monkey blocks 1, but he's going to take 3 damage from that. He's only got 3 hit points left. And actually, she, yeah, so there's that. The other one's going to attack Shi No Ha with 5 dice. So we've got 2 hits with that. Shi No Ha's armor defense is up 1, so she needs 5s to block these, and she does. Fantastic. Okay, so on to Uesegi. He's going to roll to move. He gets a 5. We're going to keep him there. He's going to shoot this guy who's already got a wound on him. 2 6s, so that's pretty good. Both of them hit. No crits, unfortunately. We get 4, which does nothing, and 2, which does nothing as well. So another pew. And he can't use anything else at the moment. Yikes, that kind of sucks. Okay, hold back the darkness. Which we don't. So, he's going to take a little bit of craziness. 2 craziness, to be precise. We've just moved on to a blood splatter, which means the bile is now in this space with Uesegi. We might have to start pegging it through here, guys. And also, we're going to be taking damage. 1 hit on her because she's next to at least one of those guys. So she's going to take a bleeding marker. That means she has -3 health at the moment. Okay, roll to move, starting with Shi No Ha. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Does she do any damage? Yep, 1 damage on both of those guys. She is going to stay and try to take these guys out. She gets 1 hit. We're going to put it against this guy. We need a 5 or more. Boom! Another one gone. Right, onto our monkey. Does our monkey activate? Yes, does our monkey manage to hit? Yes. Does our monkey manage to damage this thing? No. Okay, Fleshmite is going to turn around and attack our lady. How many dice? 1 dice. And it's a 2. Lovely. Uesegi, roll to move. Okay, so Uesegi starts with activation in there. So first of all, he gets a grit, which he's going to use straight away to run. So he's going to be moving 5 spaces. Down there. He starts activation in there. So he takes D6 wounds, ignoring defense. 4 wounds. Okay, he's going to get rid of one of his bandages to get him heal 1, and he's going to get rid of one of his sake to get rid of 5 sanity damage. It's not too bad. He's now moved in there, so we're going to get him to shoot that thing, hopefully. Yep. Come on, get high on this. An 8. So yeah, boom! That guy's gone. Another 25 experience points for taking out that chap. And then we're going to take a brief respite. So she recovers 2, so she'll get rid of 2 of her sanity damage she's got on her. He gets rid of 2 because it's a D 3. So he gets rid of 2 of his wounds. Okay, I think the monkey can also catch the breath. So heals 1 wound. Okay, right, and we also get loot. What do these guys have on them? So some blood money. D6 times 25 for Shi No Ha. So $100. And D3 Darkstone for 1 Darkstone. The Dark Rock. He is going to be mutating very soon. He's got so much Darkstone. Okay, let's hold back the darkness. We do not. Bit of sanity damage coming his way. 2 sanity. Okay, let's roll to move. We want to absolutely peg it at this point. So 6 there for Shi No Ha, but she has to stop there because of a passage encounter. Pulsing colours. The living walls here glow with a myriad of bioluminescent colours, mesmerising with pulsing lights. Cunning 5+. Okay, so cunning for her is 3. She needs 5s or more. Okay. She gets to recover a grit for succeeding. And then his cunning is also 3. But he failed. So he takes 1 sanity damage, ignoring for each die roll that did not roll a 5+, take 1 sanity damage. So he takes 2 sanity damage. She would have taken 1 sanity damage. Okay, monkey. Will monkey be nice? Yep. The sphincter is in sight, guys. The sphincter is in sight. Okay, come on, Uesegi, you've got this blood. Okay, 1, 2. And he's not going to investigate. He's just going to try and hold back the darkness, which he fails at. So we, the bile is closing in. He takes some more sanity damage. 3 sanity damage. We're going to use his last Sake to recover 1 of those. Okay, and then she's rolling to move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into this lovely acidic area here. Monkey, will monkey activate? Yes. He's not too sure. And then Uesegi, of course he gets a 1. He's used that grit that was in the 1 to get him a 7 movement. He's going straight for it. We get 2 encounters. Okay, so we have hot and humid air. The air in this part of the creature is stagnant and moist, collecting as droplets on your clothing and skin. You loosen your collar as the wet heat begins to weaken your resolve. Grit may not be used on this test. So spirit. Okay, so she's got a spirit of 1. So she fails. She discards a grit or draws a growing dread. She's got a grit to spend. He's got a spirit of 2, so he just needs 5 or more. Nope, so we have to pull a growing dread out of our asses now. And that happens straight away. The darkness move 1 step forward on the depth track. If this moves onto a blood splatter or growing dread space, every hero also takes 2 horror hits that do 2 sanity damage each. So it does move it onto a growing dread space, which sucks because that means this acid has just come into where we are here. We take 2 horror hits each, so Shi No Ha is fine. Uesegi takes 2 sanity damage. Of course he does. Sorry guys, we still got a revive token to use. Okay, oh, and you know, he should take some sanity damage as well, so some horror hits coming through. He takes 2 sanity damage. He's got 2 sanity left. Okay, that was the first one. Next one is dripping ceiling. A caustic and acidic mucus drips from above here, oozing out from deep pores in the fleshy ceiling. It sizzles on the floor with every drop, and the air is littered with the corroded remains of what must have been others trying to pass through. Any hero starting activation on this map tile must make an agility 5+ test to avoid the caustic drips from above. If failed, take 2 wounds, ignoring defense. This card is first drawn, do the following. Cunning 6+. So our cunning for both of them is 3, so Shi No Ha. Nope. And Uesegi. Nope. Okay, this remains in place, so we're holding back the darkness, hopefully. Yes! Okay, so she's going to recover a grit. He's going to recover 2 sanity damage. Okay, Shi No Ha rolls the move. She gets a 4. Now, because she's starting in here, she takes D6 wounds, ignoring defense, so 3 damage. I forgot what she had for a movement. I think it was a 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we do still have to do the agility here. Agility test. She's got 4 agility, so we need 6s on this. No, 5+, sorry. Yeah, she's fine. She definitely avoids it. Okay, right, so then our monkey plays nice. Uesegi rolls to move. 6, nice. Okay, so he's going to be starting on here, so he takes D6 wounds. 6 wounds, ignoring defense. And then can he, with his agility of 2, yeah, he's fine for that. So he had a movement of 6, I think we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again there, guys. 6. An encounter, of all things. Who knew? We found a melted skeleton. The partially melted skeleton of an unlucky traveller sits here, slumped over in a pool of acidic mucus. It looks like some of his gear may still be intact. So we can try and pull it out. We need a strength. Now, we've got a strength of 3 for both of them. We're going to get Shi No Ha to try to do this because she'll take horror hits otherwise, and he can't take the horror. So, okay, we need strength of 6. It's 3 dice. We need 6s. We're going to use a grit to re-roll that. Yes. So we draw a gear card. He won't need it anymore. And we find some nunchaka. +1 combat. If equipped as double-handed, you gain an extra +1 combat. Requires the ability 3 or higher to use. Is that better than the Parasite? Yeah, she'll have 4. Interesting. We may do keep that. Okay, let's hold back the darkness, please. 8 will do it. Okay, so rolling for Shi No Ha. She gets a 2. Now, because she starts in there, she's going to be taking some wounds. Ignoring defense. 4 wounds, ignoring defense. She's going to get rid of one of her bandages to heal 5 wounds. Then she's got to do an agility test to get out of there, and agility is 4. Yep, so she doesn't have to worry about that. I do not recall if I rolled to move, so I'm going to do it again. So she got, I think she had a 2 anyway, so 1, 2, 3. She's in there, which is safe and sound. Okay, right, the monkey. Will the monkey play nice? The monkey will play nice. Then Uesegi gets a 5. Bronchial tunnel. This passageway rhythmically flexes and twists with the thunderous breathing of the beast. Each hissing gust of humid air, you feel yourself slipping further into despair and madness. While on this same or adjacent map tiles to the passage, hero -1 on all their willpower rolls. Oy, that's not good. But what is good is holding back the darkness. Come on, Uesegi! 8! Gosh, I'm so surprised we managed to do it. Okay, right, so Shi No Ha, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, will the monkey play nice? Yes, it will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's too scared to kind of like go forward into this final room. Okay, Uesegi, it's up to you, buddy. Come on, let's get a 6. We got a 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold back the darkness. Let's get the nice dice. Please be good. 6, so we fail. A bit of sanity damage for Uesegi on the way, so that's 2 sanity damage. And that's all, I believe. So let's roll to move for Shi No Ha. 1, which gets her a grit, which she will use to move an additional space. So 1, 2, 3. Monkey, will they play nice? Nope, they're going to throw pooper odds, evens. Odds, and will she be able to defend? Her willpower is -1, so she actually takes an additional corruption for that. 1 more and she mutates. Okay, then we're on to Uesegi's move. He also gets a 1, which is a grit, which he'll keep. And I'll move onto this space here. We flip this over. It's an encounter. Feeders in the dark. Feeders in the dark. The floor in this chamber feels harder, like ribbed cartilage. In the dark recesses of the room, you hear a clicking chitter. Almost immediately, it answers by countless more chitters erupting from the shadows all around you. Strength 5+ for everyone. So, Shi No Ha, she's fine. She gets 20 XP and gets a grit, but she doesn't have anywhere to put any grit. And he recovers the grit as well, 20 XP. Lovely. Okay, hold back the darkness. We fail. So the acid is coming up ever closer. And we take D3 sanity damage, so that's 3 sanity damage for Uesegi. He's got 2 sanity left before he gets knocked out. Right, Shi No Ha. She's going to get 1, 2, and now she's next to that. She can use a strength check. She needs 6s for this. To try to pry this open. We need 5 in total. Okay, she's going to use one of her grits to re-roll that. Okay, nice. So we do 2 damage on the sphincter. Need another 3 to win. Right, the monkey's turn. Will it play nice? It does. And he's going to just sit right in the middle of the sphincter there. Okay, then Uesegi, come on, get high, buddy. 3. 1, 2, 3. Desperate to get in here. Okay, we're going to re-roll that with a grit. Nothing. Okay, so hold back the darkness. We fail. The darkness has, I'm going to move this over here, guys, so you can see this now. Because the darkness is nearly escaped. 2 sanity damage on our guy. We'll use a revive token to bring him back, so that is 2d6 wounds and sanity, any mix. So 7, so we'll get rid of 7 sanity damage. Okay, and then we're going to roll for roll to move for Shi No Ha. Then she's going to try and prise it open. We got 1 success there. She's going to use her last grit to re-roll these 2, which is another 1. So we just need 1 success, and we've prized open the sphincter. Everybody managed to get out. Monkey doesn't do anything, just screeches. Right, Uesegi to move is a 6. Okay, you could do with that for this. We just need 1 6. We've done it! Just in the nick of time, guys. She finds smoke bombs. So any time to me, move D6 space, ignore other models and escape test. And he finds the Traveler's Pack. Items hold up to 2 sidebag tokens, and you get 2 free sidebag tokens from any of these, which, yeah, that's great. What a result. 25p each, 25 XP each. She gets to get rid of a corruption because she has a worn ribbon, so she always gets to do that. And then she's got 1 Darkstone on her. She's got 3 Darkstone in total. Like the armor is worth 2, so I'm going to roll, see if she gets any corruption damage. 2 corruption coming through. Yeah, she takes 2 corruption, which is enough to mutate her. We'll get to her in a minute. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Darkstone for Uesegi. 3 of those are going to cause him issues. No, they're fine. She mutates. 32. She now has a prehensile tail.